Well, I know he didn't have very good biceps, and now he does. And yeah, I'm going to call that winning. This is bodybuilding. Like, where do
He
we come
says
up with
he's
these
not,
lines?
by the way.
Yeah.
He
Well,
says he's not. But so
also,
there is that, and
there's
regardless,
also the
I don't
fact,
care if he did or
Right,
not.
right. There's also the fact he added 40 pounds of stage weight everywhere.
Yeah.
So let's remember.
Let's all be honest, though. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even know his. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, we would.
I get
Yeah,
so
we would.
irritated with those things. I was like, if that's the only difference, send some my way.
Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Bodybuilding. I'm your host, Big Ron Partlow, with Dusty Hanshaw and the producer, Scott McNally. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and...
Ring the bell.
Yes, the bell must be rung. And remember, IamMutant.com. Go to IamMutant.com. Use Dusty and Big Ron as your codes. Save money, avoid people, get a discount, get it delivered right to your door. Hey, Dusty, that sounds so good to me. I can't fathom not doing it.
I had 5 people last night after 8 p.m. decide they did not want to see humans in the next couple of days. And I know because I got these notifications just one after the next.
So
People are like, I do not want to see people this week.
I want to thank you guys. Every time a show comes out on Wednesday, I always get a cluster of mutant emails on Thursday.
That's cool.
That the code is being used, and our contracts are coming up for renewal, Dusty. So use those codes.
I need it.
Hey, if I can
Use
tell you
those
guys
codes.
too, I've been using Big Greens every day. Here's how I worked it in. So I started drinking it first thing in the morning, like right before I eat, not first thing. So after, basically when I make breakfast.
Right.
And so far I've been like, oh, my eggs are cooking, I'm going to drink it. But I think I'm going to switch that to after I'm done eating because it's so delicious. I kind of want to save it as a dessert.
Yeah.
Pro tip, you definitely want to put it in a shaker cup. It mixes a lot better. If you just put it in a glass and you stir it with a spoon.
Who does that?
Well,
What
I
year is
did
it?
that, and it was a mistake. So just a pro
Is that
tip
a
to
thing
everybody out
Greens,
there.
is that a thing like regular civilian Greens people do?
I do that with everything, protein shakes. And I'm lazy, so I just put it in a glass and stir it up.
Oh, wow.
Not a good move. Definitely use the shaker
Wow.
cup. It levels it up to a 10 out of 10. So just want to throw that out there.
Okay. I put mine in with ISO. I mix it all in that great big shake I do, so
Yeah.
I have like my fiber, protein,
Just
all that.
pre-bed blast.
Pre-bed
if you will.
blast. Yeah.
Actually
Okay.
makes for a morning blast, but never mind.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. Morning blast is a different thing before the Sunday football starts. Okay, we're here on a Monday. I like that everyone's popping into the chat. That's good.
We
Hey?
went with Christmas colors. So we're a little early, but we're good.
Not planned.
Yeah.
Not planned.
I
How
should
was the
wear red.
weekend? How was the weekend generally? You had a good one?
Dude, it is soup season. So Nikki is making a different soup every Sunday.
Ooh, that's cool.
What is so? I've never heard of soup season. What is this?
Well, I created it. I don't know if it's a thing. I just say it. Because I decided that this year I wanted soup every week as I'm in fat season, and so this is what's happening.
I like
See,
that.
this is an example right here. This is an example of something I admire about Dusty. He creates his own reality. He's like, we don't like. He's just and then speaks about it as if it's just everyone's lexicon.
Yeah,
They
known
should
to
know.
everyone. Soup season. What do you mean? Like that's something a Seinfeld character would do.
Yeah.
Just invent soup season and then just act as if it's a thing and expect everyone else to fall into place.
That's how it becomes a thing, Ron.
That's
Because
beautiful.
people are like, I'm missing out. They're not
I
doing soup
admire
season.
that. Now you got 3
Yeah.
of your friends' wives cooking soup, and then they
important.
get 2 of their friends' wives cook, and then next thing you know, there's a whole cluster of people having soup season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got soup season and then football during the day. So I got church at 3 o'clock, which is leg day. I got the games before leg day. I got a post-workout soup season right into the last game of the night. What else does a man need?
See, this is what everyone should aspire to do: is to create a reality that you want to live in.
Yeah.
I like that, Dusty.
It's magic.
Okay. Let's get moving on these topics. I was looking at you sent so much stuff over, Dusty.
Yeah, Scott gave me 13 minutes to plan the show, so I got done.
It was good. It's good. Thank you, Nikki. We appreciate you.
Okay, which is the starter? What are we starting with?
We were starting with the news. Big news. Urs is using SEO. That's like the headline,
The rumor.
the accusations,
The rumor.
Yes.
People are like, oh no, Urs is using PED other than steroids and growth hormone and insulin.
That's
Now,
my
I
favorite
haven't-
part.
Now, I haven't heard any of this. Is this just that you got to put your shots somewhere? So you put them in his delts or something? Like, I didn't hear.
No, they're
What's the news?
claiming he's using SEOs, like the enhancement oils.
Yeah.
But when Scott mentioned this, here's the thing
People
that
still use
bothers
those?
me is where do we create this like moral line of what's okay? I'm like, if it looks good,
Right.
who gives a shit? Like, if
Yeah.
all of a sudden your bicep looks perfect, hats off. If you go too far and mess it up, probably shouldn't have done that.
Big red swollen arm, yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've seen the guys that go too far, and the funny thing is that also happens with just injectables. You know,
Yeah,
where guys
yeah,
hit the same
yeah.
spot too much, you see scar tissue build up, and all of a sudden it looks like dog shit. So I don't see the problem. So I told Scott, I said, you know what's funny about it? Everyone's jumping down his throat, and all I thought of is, man, I ordered some. I was all ready to get my biceps going because they were terrible, and the pain and the fear I had when training back because they were like obviously
Just so
loaded
tight.
up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna end up tearing a bicep trying to make my bicep bigger.
Yeah,
So I had to stop using it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I pointed out because two reasons. One, everyone claimed I had SEOs in my triceps, which I was like, if it made them look like that, I'd be proud of it. I just didn't have to. But I did try the buys, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. So what are people even using now? I thought like SEOs are just like I mean, no one talks about them in my world. at
The
all.
hyaluronic acid is the one that
That's the
everybody
main-
is. Yeah,
so it's not
everybody's
really
leaning to that.
So the old style SEOs are gone, like where you're having like a synthetic oil sit in this site and they're trying to so they're using hyaluronic acid.
I don't think they're completely gone, but I do know a lot more people are leaning toward that
Because
nowadays.
all I've ever seen from big use of that stuff is damage. Like, you know, guys that have like I've seen guys lose a bicep. Like it just collapses, like they hit nerves and their bicep collapses, you know. I mean, I've got a tricep that is really messed up, but I think it's a C5-6 thing. Now, I did used to shoot them a bit. It was like a once a week, put my gear in there when they were at their biggest, but I never had like anything happen. So I'm not sure if I did something to that tricep, but because I'm pretty sure it's C5-6 in my neck. But I've seen a lot of damage from SEOs, you know what I mean, over the years.
I don't know if
So-
it's the SEO, Ron, or the fact that you're hitting a 23 gauge shot in your arm every single day.
Right, it's the process, the whole thing.
Because I know
Yeah.
like the one that I had looked into, and again, this isn't a shot on the product. It's just it was on my body and how it reacted. You were supposed to take a milliliter per bicep head
Yeah.
for 10 days, then 2 milliliters for 10 days,
Yeah.
and then 3 milliliters for 10 days.
In each
Good luck.
head.
In
In
each
each head.
So think about the amount of pinning in there. But again, like I just think it's funny that they're hammering on him because I'm like, well, I know he didn't have very good biceps and now he does. And yeah, I'm going to call that winning. This is bodybuilding. Like where do
He
we come
says
up with
he's
these
not, by the way.
lines?
Yeah. Well,
he says he's not. But so
also-
there is that. And, you know,
there's
regardless,
also the
I don't
fact,
care if he did
Right,
or not.
right. There's also the fact he added 40 pounds of stage weight everywhere.
Yeah.
So let's remember.
Let's all be honest, though. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even know his. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, we would.
I get
Yeah, we
so
would.
irritated with those things. I was like, if that's the only difference, send some my way.
Right.
Check this shot out here. Check this out,
yeah.
guys.
I just think SEOs are just like they just don't work like
look
they're
how
supposed
good
to.
he looks.
I just think they look like shit.
So he can stand next to kind of
Tim Budesheim, who's
even kind of like
freaky,
behind him a little bit. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
not even the closest guy to
kind
the
of giving
camera.
him the angle.
Yeah, yeah. And he looks freaking
Yeah,
massive.
yeah, no.
You wouldn't be
I,
like, oh, he just switched from classic, didn't he? You know,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Whatever they're claiming or not claiming. Here's what I would say if I was Urs, since he says he's not using, which I fully would believe, that's a hell of a compliment. You've brought your biceps
There
up
you go.
enough that people cannot believe you could have done it any other way.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you got called out, Dusty? People said that you
Oh,
people
there's
called
been
you
a
out
lot
back in
on
the
it
day?
Because his
because-
triceps are so huge.
And so I used to pin them.
Yeah.
So that was, that played a role, and I never had an issue with that. But it was just, there was a lot of problems because I had, I wanted to try to use them before. I just couldn't. So I was, and that's why it was so funny is people would hammer, you got obviously done this. I'm like, I would tell you because I don't care.
Right.
That's the part that just has always thrown me off is like, if that were why my triceps looked the way they did, which I thought they looked good, I'd be like, yeah, you should probably ask me how I did it because it worked. It could be the skull crushers with 225 or it could be that. Either way.
Yeah. No.
And again, if I was doing that in my tries, then why wouldn't I put them in the weaker body part? And I tried to.
I remember back in the 90s, a buddy gave me a bottle. I can't remember what it was. It was like Synthanol or Syntherol or had some name like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I put like a mil in each bicep. They were so unbelievably sore and red and swollen, and I was crippled. I couldn't train my arms. I couldn't train back. I was worried. I considered going to the hospital.
Oh God.
And then the next, like, because it was horrible for one day, and I was like icing them down. I didn't know what to do. I was like popping Advil. And then the next day they were down like 50%. And I was like, okay, they're going to be okay. And I was like pumping blood into them, and I was like worried, and it was agonizing. I couldn't even brush my teeth. Like it was pain, like real pain in my biceps. They were just so red.
See, I didn't have that. It was just, it's the same thing I ran into before with like when I was younger with different gear. Is like, if something takes away your ability to train or eat, then whatever it's supposed to be helping with isn't worth it.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have pain like from the shots. I mean, yeah, they were sore, but not bad. But when I would train, I was like, okay, I'm doing an overhand grip pull, and all I'm thinking about is this feels a little scary on my bicep. This feels a little scary on my bicep.
Guys tore buys and tries shooting up.
Yeah. I mean, you just think about what you're actually doing that. And this, you remember, I'm within the first week of this thing, and I'm supposed to triple that after 20 days.
Not going to happen.
I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work. So, but yeah, I just thought it was a comical thing you brought up, Scott. And I think that people just, it's like that muscle Discord channel. Like, they just love drama.
The drama. Gotta
And
be
I mean,
the drama.
good for Matt for putting out shit that people want to look at, but I can't. Like, I like him as a human, and I hate him as a online person. I'm glad I know him as a person, so I don't actually like. I'm like, okay, this is your internet persona, which is a douche, but the real you is cool, and I'm like, hey, business plan, you're doing your thing, but like, that's what people want to see. They love bullshit. It's like, if you put out good, clean content that actually has value, you'll get 50 views.
Yeah.
You put up some nonsense, 10,000.
Easy.
I just feel myself, I don't know if it's because I'm 50 now, but I just like, if I see two people arguing, I just walk the other way.
Yeah.
Like if I'm walking up to my buddies and I see they're arguing, I'm like,
I don't need to talk to them.
Come back.
Now.
I don't need this. Or you know what I mean? Like if all that stuff. So, the same sort of feeling, Dusty. Like you might like the people involved, but I want none of the drama. I want none of the argument. I don't want to be a part of it. Don't ask me what I think. I don't even want to know enough to have an opinion of why you guys don't get along.
Yeah.
That's
what's funny though is I don't care enough for people to agree with me to argue with them.
Right.
So if I'm like laying out a fact that's like an absolute fact, and you push back, I go, okay.
Let me
I
ask you guys something.
Agree with me.
Let me ask you guys something. So, a lot of the listeners have no inside track talking to pro bodybuilders other than like what they hear on podcasts, right? Or what they see on social media. And there, to a degree, there is a veil, right, between what the audience sees and what's actually happening, behind the scenes in hotel rooms before shows, stuff like that. How common is SEO use in your experience that you're aware of?
I mean, I worked with Chad Nichols for a full year, over a year. I worked with Chris Aceto for 8 shows. Not once did either. Now, this is Chad. He trained everyone in the 90s and Ronnie and everyone. Not once did either one of them ever mention putting something in my arms, or like it never came up, not once. Didn't even in the conversation. Wasn't even a thing. Like never occurred. And so people like to say. I find one thing with bodybuilding is the people at the bottom think the people at the top are doing absolutely everything lunatic that they can think of, because that's what a lot of the mid people do, all that shit.
That's what you nailed what I was going to say.
That's a mid move. You're mid. You're mid.
Yeah, you're hoping, and again, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but you're hoping that will be the thing that allows you to go up to the level with the guys that don't need to do it.
Yeah. It's
it's the same reason, like when people say that like bodybuilding became unhealthy, I don't disagree that when they started chasing Ronnie at his peak, guys were like, I got to throw the kitchen sink at it. And the problem is, and I obviously don't know, but I feel a safe assumption that Ronnie wasn't doing anything crazier than most of the guys. He's just genetically better. So then you got the second tier and worse, the guys like me that are like, well, I got to do more. And you're like, bro, it's not going to help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like your risk to reward here. I mean, that was how my career ended. I looked and was like, what could I do to be better? Okay. How much better would I be? Yep. Still 10th. Okay. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. And look at guys like Jay and Phil and the guys that, crushed it, Dexter. Like, look at these guys now.
Yeah.
They walked away from bodybuilding completely fine. They didn't do the shit that killed a whole bunch of the mid-tier guys. You know what I mean? And the kamikaze stuff that guys were doing to just try to keep up with the Joneses and all that stuff. They're just so much better. They didn't need to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And people need to realize that.
Years before that, this would have like probably overlapped with you, Ron. Acetylene. That was like before our time mainly. But that was something that a lot of the guys were using in the 90s, from what I hear.
That's completely different. That's not a site enhancement oil. That's I don't know exactly how to classify acetylene.
It creates an inflammatory. Yeah.
But it's like an intracellular inflammation that, it's not like a watery balloon type of thing. It's like really intramuscular.
Because the guys still look like super hard on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I used to hear that the timing was important, because you would look super hard and then like it kind of spill out after it leaves. So you had to time it. I remember hearing stories about, I had a friend who went to the NABA universe, or the NABA Worlds, or wherever it was. It was in Athens, Greece. And so he was like, this was late 90s. So he gets to Athens and he goes to the pharmacy early. He gets there like on Tuesday, and he goes to the pharmacy and he's like, hey, because he heard there was still some acetylene floating around. And he's like, hey, do you have any acetylene? And the pharmacist was like, no, I think he said the Russians or someone, they bought all of it, or they came and bought all of everything I had. He had no sustanon. He had no juice at all in the pharmacy. Everything was cleaned up.
Dang.
And but there's like the mythical acetylene amps that went extinct, and then I heard someone started making like underground acetylene, because think of all the raws. Someone could make it.
Totally be a thing now. People would love that. Yeah.
But I never saw it. I've never seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nautilus is the new one that I hear people have used, but I don't know anybody personally who's using that. And I talk to you guys. I talk to a lot of people in the industry. It's not like a common thing.
No.
I think what people don't realize, Scott, is that anything that has a chance to make you better can also make you worse. Yeah. And that's a hell of a swing at the end if you're right where you need to be. Like, Chris used to say all the time, I don't try to bring anybody in 100. I bring them at 95, and them at 95 will probably beat everyone, because if we shoot for 100 and miss, we land at 80 and we lose.
Yeah. And
that's, when I hear like the acetylene, I never knew how that stuff worked. But imagine you're sitting backstage, they're on the classes before you, and you look perfect, and you're like, oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Like, you just did a 20-week prep and a year-long off season, and you're just going to roll the dice at the end? I don't know about you guys, but I don't save up all my money for the whole year and then head to Vegas, just drop it on black and be like, well, here we go.
Yeah. Like, quite a way to run. I don't know. That stuff's all a risk, especially if you've never tried it before. I remember hearing stories like there's these. Obviously, I'm not saying these are true, but there's like these mythical rumors that used to go around of like, Flex Wheeler would like do a back double bicep, and they would like put a dot on every muscle.
I heard that too.
And then they would do a little Eciclin in every single thing. Like that's the old rumor. That's what we used, this mythical story. In reality, Flex probably played Madden in his room.
Yeah.
Before the O.
I know I've told you this, guys, before, but I know where the rumor comes from, and it's because I had a friend that competed against him, and when he went to the show, he saw Flex backstage, and he was like, I'm going to smoke this guy. And they said he started watching him pump up, and he put on 20 pounds right in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah. So I think that's probably where that stuff comes from, because people don't realize how much. Like he said he watched him put on 20 pounds.
Yeah.
You're like, the hell just happened?
He probably had some of the craziest illusion we've ever seen.
For real.
So
off topic, but I saw a thing about it. A lot of people were, I don't know what it was for, a video or something, but a lot of guys talking, and they said that Flex Wheeler has the best genetics bodybuilding's ever seen. He just didn't give it like Ronnie or Dorian. And I mean,
he's right up there. He is right up there, man.
That was when I got into bodybuilding, was when he was right there. And I just remember thinking, like, that's not human.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I mean, there's nothing about his physique that wasn't perfect.
I remember when I've told you that story about how I saw him at Gold's Venice in like a sweatshirt, training chest. And then Charles Glass was spotting him, and then he took his sweatshirt off. And I was just like, like I was still learning how little it mattered, how you look in clothes. Like,
Right.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, because I was in Gold's Venice, and I looked, and there's like Paul Delette's over there. And you're like, that guy is humongous.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this guy over there is thick as shit. And then Flex Wheeler just kind of looks like a Olympic athlete in his sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, wow, he's only benching 2 plates. And then he took the sweatshirt off. And I remember just those lessons as a kid, as a young bodybuilder, really like wake you the fuck up. And I think some people need that. Like I think it's really, really good. It lets you know, like, damn, I've got a hell of a pipe dream here.
Yeah.
That's the top. That's where it is. And you just think, I better have a backup plan.
For me, that was seeing Steve Kuklo like he was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
And here, the problem was at the time, somebody told me, he was like, oh, it's because he's on a bunch of gear. And I didn't know any better. So I'm like, oh, so this 19-year-old kid has been hammering it real hard. A few years later, more experience, I figured it out. But yeah, I saw him at 19 years old at the 2006 Motor City something or another, Motor City Classic. And he just walked through and beat everybody hands down. He was like, he had a baby face. He was a child, And there's dudes up there that have been competing for like 10 years, did everything right. He just walked right through.
I remember my favorite Steve Kuklo memory, because he's such a nice guy. Like he's awesome. You see Steve, it's like, he's great. I remember I went to Destination Dallas the first time. So this would have been like, I don't know, 2014, maybe 13 or something around there. So Steve was huge.
Yeah.
And he was in the gym and he was doing standing calf raises with shorts on. And like his calves, people don't remember, Kuklo's had like the out of this world, top tier, like high shelf Hennessy, where the Hennessy goes, right? He had those calves. And and he comes over to me, he's like, hey, how's it going? And we were chatting, and he was I think he had just won a show like Brazil Arnold or something. He was so humongous and ridiculous. And I go, dude, what the fuck is going on? He goes, Hanny had me eat 100 pieces of sushi yesterday. I'm going to pop. And his face was like, because he was post-show.
Yeah.
So he was huge and ripped with like a big swollen face, and his calves were the size of my head. He just looked insane. He's like, I had 100 pieces of sushi yesterday. It was so funny.
That's wild.
Oh, man.
Love it.
Okay. What's next here?
Scott, you're on the list.
I'm on the list. We had
You're
all
on the
sorts
list
of
because
stuff,
if I
man.
look at my phone, then it looks like I'm uninterested, and I don't like that.
Okay. So we have a bunch of questions here, and also too, we had some stuff in the live stream. Dusty, real quick, I know the answer to this, but since we had the live stream going, question for Dusty: did you experience your greatest triceps growth in strength while doing DC training with Dante?
Yes. Not even close. I mean, my triceps were naturally good, but obviously I think they exploded because of the basics. And I do have to say this, guys, just random, not that anybody cares, but last week I went back to DC training because my training partner's doing it.
Okay.
And so I'm literally a week and a day deep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. I think that people need to figure out the training that they need to do because my body already feels different. Yeah. I told Nikki after 2 shoulder days, I'm like, my shoulders are going to get big again. I'm like, I mean, it just, whatever agrees with your body, volume, intensity, frequency, when you find that thing, do not leave it under any circumstance. Because, like, I had no intention of doing this, and I'm still not, like, the intensity's coming up, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. And like I said, I mean, I'm 5 workouts deep, and I'm like, in 2 months, you're going to know I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So there's something about the stuff that works for you. So the answer to that is yes for me, but I'm not saying it's the answer for everybody.
Okay. Here's the question then. If you, and maybe we could go around each body part here. We all give our exercise and then go to the next body part. If you could only do one movement for each muscle group for the rest of your life, what would it be? Maybe start with chest, right?
Well, I mean, I'm less romantic about movements now and more just, I speak in like the angle that you're at. Yeah, you know what I mean? So a good, like, we have a plate loaded Atlantis flat press at my gym. It's seated. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it is my favorite chest piece, I think, ever, because it just feels like I'm moving perfectly. It's super heavy in the stretch position, so it's very taxing. And then it deloads a bit as you get to lockout.
Right.
And I'm a little weaker in the lockout now because of my one tricep.
Right.
So it really, really fits my body. A strength curve, heavy out of the stretch, deloading a bit, converging slightly. It's perfect for me now. I mean, and a younger guy would have said dumbbell inclines because I want to put up the big dumbbells and I want to look cool. But now I could do some working sets on that. It's got almost a slight incline at the top.
Right.
I think my chest would just stay exactly how it is forever if I just did that, because it would hit all the muscle. It wouldn't go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next body part, Scott.
How about you, Dusty? What was yours? Oh, you don't want to do all of them?
I would just think we'd skip around because, I mean, I would just say like a Smith incline, but it's just because it's comfortable.
There you go.
All right. How about back?
Oh, I need 2 for back. I need a width and a thickness.
You only get one. You only get one.
To solve this problem, I would do a slightly high row.
Right.
Like not quite a mid row, but like I'd find a good slight high row.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That because just if you're thinking to try to cover the whole back, you could kind of do what you needed on there. There's probably several pieces that would do that job, but I
think since I can only have one piece, I'm going to do the Body Masters T-bar row because it has both handles.
Yeah, 2 good handles on it.
So you're gonna switch it up a little,
I'm getting around the system a little here.
You get the kind of the lat pull handle and the upper back pull handle. Yeah, that's a great piece. Yeah, great piece.
All right, I'll go with that.
I'm circumventing my own rules.
What about legs then?
Hack squat.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Love a hack. But you got to remember, the legs are it's 2 muscles. So you got quads and you got hamstrings. And then I'm going to do a seated leg curl because the seated leg curl to me is the king for hamstrings, bar none.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're splitting it up. I gotcha. Yeah.
That's 2 muscles.
Legs and hams and
yeah. I'm gonna go with a leg press though, just because when I'm
Very
90,
useful.
I'll still be doing a leg press versus I probably won't want to get on my Body Master hack. It's gonna be way too heavy. I'll have like 7 bands on it. You know what I mean?
That's a really good call because you could technically do like the elevated heel kind of toe style leg press to go like leg extension style, and then you could do like a high foot single leg for the the glute more, and you could do a lot with the leg
calves press. You know,
there you go.
You do have a lot. I don't bother with that. They're not there.
I train them even though they don't matter and they're never going to grow.
How about shoulders? Yeah,
dumbbell laterals all day long. They work for me.
I'm going with that too. Me too.
I'm gonna do my favorite side lateral is actually a cable 1-arm side lateral because I feel like there's more tension out of the bottom, and I can load it really effectively, and I can get where there's no pain. I can get the angle just right where it moves, where there's no Velcro sounds.
Do you ever do the like laying on the bench with the cuff on the wrist?
We do those all the time.
Laterals?
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that too.
Yeah, those are good.
I can really target those, and I mean, like you said, that stretch is brutal.
I have a very pro cuff training partner, so he likes to break out the cuffs. He likes his cuffs. He's even worn out a set of cuffs. He's gonna love this.
Did he wear them out? Did she wear them out? Anyways.
Yeah. Who knows how he's wearing out those cuffs?
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say he's bringing his home life into his gym life.
Cuffs
sounds
last
like.
me a long time, and his are getting beat up. I know. Yeah. So.
Look for scarring on her wrists. Just
Yeah,
saying.
or his. Hey.
Oh boy,
Just saying.
I
Oh,
forgot about that.
There you go. Okay. I got to give a shout out. To my training partner Braden right now. He's in Thailand with his wonderful
Speaking
woman.
of cuffs,
No kidding.
Speaking of cuffs. Yeah. So hopefully he listens to this on a beach in Thailand somewhere.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, we got that. We got that.
All right.
Shit.
Fishing with
We're good.
buys and tries. Anything special with that? I kind of feel like you're just picking a bicep curl, picking an extension or something. Dusty, you would probably be doing your skull crushers, wouldn't you?
Nothing beats a good press down for me. It's just all I need.
I would say with only
I look good in
one
the mirror.
movement, I'd do a reverse bench. That seems to always give me the most for my tries.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I
I
can
had
still
a-
make my wrist do that, which I'm just really proud of.
I had a client the other day. He sent me a video of him like benching, just because I said send me some form check videos, and he goes, "Oh my!" I think he said his hand was something was bugging him, so he flipped his grip and did reverse grip bench, just change it up because he had like a sore shoulder or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh God, I can't even do an empty bar like that. I can't even hold the bar like that. I don't even.
You never see people doing reverse grip bench. I feel
No,
like
I just was amazed at how adaptable he was. He just turn my hands over.
Pro tip for the listeners at home: you start doing reverse grip bench on like Instagram, you'll get all sorts of views. Because like,
You know what's-
when's the last time you saw that?
You'll love this, my training part of that, because we just started I needed about 6 weeks with him before we could get into this kind of programming. So 1 week we did close grip bench on the Smith. And then the next week we did reverse. And, very respectful, but he finally goes, so what's the difference? And I said, we'll finish these 2 sets and then you tell me. He got done with one work. He looked at me, he goes, got it. I'm like, there you go. There's your scientific answer. Feels a lot different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've never done one.
Oh,
Really?
they're
Yeah.
great.
Like I said, I don't even know if I can hold the bar like that.
50 is not the time to start, Ron. This is
Yeah, I'm
not
going
the-
to introduce a
52
strange barbell
is when you
movement.
should do it.
Yeah.
52. A lot of people starting new shit at 52.
There you
It's
go.
that or a Corvette, buddy. You got to make your choice.
No vets. Okay.
Oh, there's so many good ones in here. What's I want to get the listeners in on this too. The best fast food burger and the best fast food pizza.
Fast food. So what classifies as fast food pizza?
I would be like Pizza Hut, Domino's, like the shitty ones.
Okay, I'm thinking like you
Yeah.
walk in and buy a slice because it's fast food. I didn't know what you
No,
meant.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about that strange period in Canadian history where McDonald served pizza.
Dude, I watched a whole
is a
documentary
weird-
on that.
There is a whole documentary on that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
There is, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, that didn't work out too well for them because they don't have it anymore.
No.
What
McDonald's
did
made
you
a
ca-
big mistake.
Do you call it something? Was there a name for that? It was like
Just
not
McPizza.
McPizza.
Yeah.
McPizza?
It was
They
something.
had
Victoria
pepperoni,
had the name. She
Hawaiian,
said that
and
like
cheese.
she said you got them at school sometimes. There was like something at her school that they would get them.
Yeah, they bring them in on a Friday, and everyone got a little mini pizza.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
Canadian schools hate you guys. We had all that shit all the time.
There's like one store, one place, I can't remember where it is, like West Virginia or something, that still sells them to this day. One
Really?
McDonald's. Yeah.
No
No
way.
I
way.
can't remember where. Yeah.
That's awful.
Okay.
All right. Answers. So, the best fast food pizza is Little Caesars. And let me tell you why. Caesarnomics. Price.
$9,
$6.
$6.
A large
Oh,
pizza
wow.
for $6. End of story. Is it as good? No, but I don't need a coupon. I roll through, it's hot and ready. They throw it in my car, I'm out the door. Like, I'm too cheap, and all those pizzas are okay to me. So I'm just like, $3 less. Yep, this is the best one.
I'm gonna try one. I don't think I've ever had Little Caesars pizza.
You're kidding me.
man.
Nah,
You know they're
You're
from
not nearly
Michigan.
as white trash as me.
they're all
And
over
so
up
is
here.
Do you
they're
know
from
who,
Michigan.
do you know
and
who
so
owns?
so is Domino's. Domino's is from here too.
How about this? What do you think the arena that the Red Wings play at is called?
The Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah.
Yep.
And their amateur hockey team, like for the young kids that are coming up, is you play for Little Caesars.
Oh, dude, Little Caesar sponsors all like the little like the kids hockey. Like
But that's
they
their
always
teams.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts. So
They always have.
Yeah.
Domino's is big too with sports. They have Domino Farms out in Ann Arbor, and that's where like the University of Michigan does all their physical therapy and stuff. It's pretty
okay.
cool. It's pretty cool. They have like a big petting farm there owned by Domino's. It's,
I do think
and they do a
Domino's
bunch of
is
stuff
better
for the
tasting
community.
than Little Caesars, just for the record. It's just a little
Do
more
you,
expensive.
you guys don't have Panago, do you?
No.
I don't know.
No. Panago. It used to be Panagopolis, and then they shortened it to Panago. It's a Canadian thing, but they're excellent pizza, fast food. I order them all the time. Yeah,
We
it's
need
like
to
a
go
it's
there.
a baked crust, so there's no grease on the bottom of the crust. It's like a baked
Yeah.
crust. They're great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had pizza in a long time. What about the burger, guys? I don't have an answer, by the way. I haven't eaten pizza in a long time.
So,
really.
do you qualify like Fat Burger as fast food? Because that's
Yes.
to me, yeah. Okay.
Wait,
I thought
it's got to have a drive-through to be fast food.
got to have a drive-through to count. I
Yeah,
think that's my
yeah.
cutoff for drive-through.
Agreed.
burger.
But that means then Five Guys is not
No,
right. Okay.
can't be.
Do they
No,
have
I remove the 7-minute wait restaurants. They're not fast food.
Agreed.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed with that.
I
do you
would
got?
say I've changed this. I used to always say Wendy's.
Oh, it used to be.
Yeah, but I don't know. A&W is pretty good. That's a Canadian thing too. A&W, it's like
We have
a
those
little
here.
more.
We have
you have
them here.
A&Ws? Yeah, a little more. To me, it's a little more wholesome. I don't know. When I get an A&W burger, I'm always like, yeah, I don't feel so trashy.
So mine is going to be the flame broiled Whopper.
Okay.
It hits, but I will tell you this. So I hadn't had like a fast food burger in a really long time. And so I was like, I want a Whopper. So I went and got one, and it was excellent.
Yeah.
Right? So then a week later, I was like, I want another Whopper. And then it was not excellent. It just turns out I had missed them a lot.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
literally the next week, I was like, it was the same. I just realized
So-
no, I was just having a moment.
I did something funny a little while ago. I had a single nugget. Someone was eating nuggets, and so I had
Yeah.
one chicken nugget.
Was it Jay Cutler again?
No, that's the best. It's the best nugget story ever. That's the best story ever. And I had one single nugget, and I was like, God damn, that was like really good. Like it was crunchy and golden and
Yeah.
perfect and just the right temperature. Mwah. That was a nugget. I'm gonna get some nuggets on the way home. So I buy a 20-pack. I'm like, I'm in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
20-pack of nuggets, barbecue sauce. Ate the whole thing. Middle of the night, I have to get up and just shit my brains out. And like, I have not had to get up in the middle of the night to take a dump in like a long time. And that like woke me up. I was like, oh my God. I'm like half asleep. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was, and I'm like, this is the McDonald's. It was rough. Yeah, it was rough. I hadn't done that in a long time, and I don't know what it was. Obviously, if it's
made
just
of
the
plastic.
fat or the plastic.
It's not microplastic. That's just plastic.
yeah. It was. They were good though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
denying.
McDonald's on that one, just because I think of Dave Palumbo and his. You remember Dave had that?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
talked about it for years.
The
and
arachidonic
years.
acid.
The McDonald's, and so I'm a fan. And there was a period of time that for my meal 4, I would get 2 McDoubles, 2 medium fries, and 2 apple pies every
That's like-
day.
How many thousand calories is that?
I was
gotta
eating a
be a
lot.
couple.
I was trying to push to 8,000 calories for a while there, and
I
that
feel like
was
you had like
part of the
2,000
program.
plus right there.
That's like
Yeah,
a
that was part of the
pound
program.
of fat a day stored.
He got
Dude,
big, but he
I
didn't get
still
muscular.
I still had abs. Like I
See,
still
it's
had
funny.
the outline of my abs at the end of that off season.
It makes you wonder when you eat. Like, I wonder how many laboratory tests they have on 2 McDoubles, 2 medium fries. How much of that food maybe just goes right through your system? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you think the calories, right? Like, I know what it's like to eat like that. And you're like, I should be heavier tomorrow.
Yeah.
Makes no sense if I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
mathematically impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the plastic
Good.
doesn't.
We should
digest
do our
well.
own research study here. We could get some volunteers for the, I bet you if you guys are listening at home, you want to be a volunteer, we'll do the two McDouble study.
crap.
We'll get people involved.
Remember the Super Size Me documentary?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when that came out. And then remember what happened a few years ago when he died?
No.
So Morgan Spurlock died.
Right.
And then it came out afterwards that he was an alcoholic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was drinking the whole time he did Super Size Me.
I
So his
had
liver,
no idea.
So his liver enzymes were way off the chart. Remember how sick he got?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like he was already drinking a lot, and then he went to all McDonald's, and then his butt.
Oh, my
like,
God. I had no idea, dude. I remember
yeah,
that
it came out
documentary,
afterwards,
though.
Eddie. He really loved his booze.
It happens.
Jeez. Huh. Okay.
Sorry, Mac was about to die. I was like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be plugged in. Scott's gonna be mad.
Oh, God. All right.
Okay.
What else we
All right.
got?
I like the 3 pieces of advice striving to be the best bodybuilder they can be.
Perfect.
Bodybuilder, not person. Bodybuilder.
Yes.
Who cares about what kind of person you are?
Yeah, I don't care what kind of person you are. You can kill cats for all I care.
I got one. I got one I'm going to throw in.
Can't say kill, Ron.
Unalive, yeah. I can unalive kittens.
Be in a good relationship if you're going to be in a relationship.
Or none. Yes.
Or none.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say with food.
With now, no, are you kidding?
that ain't gonna help you as a
You need an
bodybuilder.
unhealthy food relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either
a lot
way.
of disordered eating.
Yes.
A lot of disordered eating.
Terribly.
Be in a healthy relationship. I have seen in
Or
my
none.
own life. I've seen in so many lives of people where like everything's going good, and then they're in that relationship where things are up and down. It's like they have 3 months where everything's just cranking. Then they get in a fight, whatever. And like, oh man, I just haven't been able to follow the plan. It just, literally, and that's on you. Like the first time it happens, it's like, okay, you got caught off guard. But if you let that repeatedly happen, that's a pattern, and that is you. And you have to ask yourself, why do I? Because there's something about it. You might not actually want it, like on the surface, but there's something in you that like desires to keep repeating that. So you gotta get a handle on that. And seriously, because if you got problems like that, you're not going to be the best bodybuilder you can be, because you can't be consistent.
So there's an external stability thing in your life
Yes.
that has a huge bearing on. My advice is to prioritize earning a living and saving some money. And it's not that bodybuilding isn't the most important thing in your life right now.
But growth
It's not.
hormone's really expensive, right, Ron?
Yeah. But you do not want to be a broke 40-year-old bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Not something you want to be. And it'll happen to you quickly if you don't make smart decisions and make sure you can earn a living that'll support your very expensive hobby that'll probably never make you $1. So that's my advice.
Yeah.
But you will be jacked.
Yeah.
Big coffin. Ron, that was a great one.
I stole yours. You always do the money thing. I got in there.
You jumped
No,
in there.
I was
on
gonna
it.
say
It's good.
though, what I think when I think of bodybuilding, it's make sure you enjoy just the everyday of bodybuilding. Because if you don't love this part of it, I really don't think you can be great, because it's too long. The investment is too long. There's a reason that Ron still eats the way he does and trains the way he does with the goal of shrinking. And Scott and me, we took away competition years ago, and the bodybuilding part that most people hate stays, because guys that love this is bodybuilding was the result of me doing the thing I wanted to do, which was train and eat. And I was like, well, I might as well compete. And I think that a lot of people get into training and eating because they want to be bodybuilders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, could you go 5 years without even thinking of doing a show and not miss a workout? Mm-hmm. And if the answer is not absolutely, then ask yourself questions about why you're competing. Like, the competing should be because you love bodybuilding so much. It shouldn't be the other way around.
If a bodybuilder were to hit a rear double bicep in an empty gym, did he really hit that rear double
Did
bicep?
anyone see it?
Yeah.
If there's no one there to see it, are your glutes actually striated?
And if there's a lot of people, why don't you have pants on? Sorry.
That's good.
Why are you
Good
in
questions.
my gym? I've got questions.
We have rules here. Yeah.
Okay. What's a song? I like this one. What's a song on your playlist that would surprise people?
Oh, man. I don't think anything on my playlist would surprise anyone because it's so all over the place. Ron, this is an important one for you, so you're going to lead off here.
Oh, God.
And
What
I know
playlist?
I'm doing this. It's on your phone.
Okay, I'll just bring up. Okay, so here's a playlist I have. It's just a weird playlist of like every time I hear a song and I'm like, oh, I haven't heard that song in a while. That's cool. I'll throw it on this playlist. So it's not a training playlist. It's a driving around playlist. And I've got, oh God, okay. I've got this one. Do you know that Joe Pesci made a rap album?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I'm not even doing this anymore.
This is ringing a
I'm
bell,
out.
man.
I'm out.
This is ringing a bell. Are you telling me
So-
this is on your playlist?
Yes. So I was watching a BMX Flatland video from like the year 2000. And they always have cool songs. There's one thing, the Flatland and skate videos, they always use cool songs,
Yeah.
right? And they using this rap song, and I'm like, that sounds like Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
And then I Google it, and it's Joe Pesci. He made music, and he made an album in the character of his character from My Cousin Vinny.
No. That's one of the greatest shows of all time,
Wow.
but go ahead.
Okay.
And he's got a song called Wise Guy.
Yeah, he does.
And it's all
he
about
does.
being a wise guy, right?
Okay.
And you guys, I don't want to play it on here because we'll get a copyright strike, but you guys pull up Wise Guy by Joe Pesci and just sit and listen to it. It is perfect. It is. Mwah.
Yeah,
It
I
is
wouldn't have guessed
art.
that, Ron.
It
I
is
would not
art.
have guessed that.
It was not on the bingo card, was it?
No.
It's a bitches that it gets
It sounds just like him. No.
Oh my God. All right, we gotta cut it. We gotta cut it.
Got it.
We gotta
You're
cut
gonna
it.
ruin us.
It's the bitches that'll get yous. Right? He's talking about there'll be your downfall, right? It's the bitches that'll get yous.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Scott,
Wow.
I'm not doing this now because I don't have a
We
Joe.
can't
Slam dunk
I didn't know it
I
was
just
a
got
contest.
posterized.
to the rim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't even have to be a contest to find out you lost. 'cause
Right,
That's what just
exactly.
happened.
Because what happens when that song, if I'm playing that playlist and that song, and there's like 218 songs on this list.
Yeah.
So I'm driving in my car and it'll come on.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
Yeah, I want
a
to be
gift. My day
one
just
of
got
our
better.
listeners that never met Ron before. And it's a nice summer day. I'm driving down the road, and up next to me at the light is Ron Partlow, and that song is blasting. That would
Yeah.
He's got his
break
windows
my mind.
down.
Right, exactly.
He's sitting in the car with his wife.
like, I think that's Ron Partlow.
What's he listening to? He must really be up on the coolest, latest music. Right? Oh, yeah.
The worst part is if you didn't say who that was and push play, I'd be like, it's Vinny.
It's Vinny.
Yeah.
It's Vinny. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic. Nikki,
Yeah.
Ron did not disappoint with
It was a good one.
song. That was her question, obviously.
Yeah. And he-
99%
he's-
of
yeah,
these are
yeah.
hers, but whatever.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. Okay. That
I'm
was
out,
fun.
We're moving on. I can't
Yes,
add
we.
anything either.
You guys didn't even go.
I'm not going after that.
We lost.
Let me tell you something.
We lost.
If Kai Green's doing Dirty Diana before my pose routine,
Right.
I'm not doing that either.
Put on Back in Black. I'm just default front double, most muscular. I'm not even fucking
Yeah.
playing this
Ba-da-bum.
game. Yeah.
Ba-da-dum.
That's just Back in Black. This one, get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I
sorry.
always joke at a bodybuilding show if there's ever a music screw up and they can't, like, you know how sometimes a person's
Yeah.
music, I just go Back in Black. And they're like,
Cut
okay.
right to
And
it.
they just fix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What else did we have here? That was fun.
No, we got to do some of the
Oh, the this or that.
this or that.
Oh,
These are
yeah.
fun.
God, I didn't scroll down far enough.
These are the fun ones. They're quick because we are not good at quick. So
Yeah.
we're not good at a lot, but we're definitely not good
Okay,
at quick.
sports car or truck?
Truck, obviously.
I've had the Mini. I've had the Mini for years. I love it, but I kind of want a truck.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I could never own a sports car. I feel like it's the opposite of my personality, and it would be weird. I would feel very strange in a sports car. I would feel like I'm wearing a costume.
You have to do a pistol squat to get in.
Yeah.
I can't do those anymore.
Yeah,
Enough said.
I'm not a sports car guy. I feel like it would be so strange. People are like, what are you driving that for? Whose is that?
It depends what kind of sports car too, because I like European car, like Porsche. I love Porsche. I'd love to have a
Right.
Porsche. Or like if we want to talk like really cool stuff, like the old Porsche are so sweet.
Yeah, they're
I would
pretty
love to have
cool.
one of those. Like I picture me and Victoria driving in the country through the summer, top down and just. But that would be not my.
I could
everyday
see
drive, of
Ron
course.
in an old muscle car, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
if
I
I
could
so
see
if
it.
yeah,
you were to
so like-
Shelby GT and you pulled out of the gym, I'd be like, of course he owns that. And it'd be,
Yeah.
it's a
I
bitches that
could
get
drive
you
an
on the radio.
I could drive an. I remember my buddy bought a '69 Camaro. Like
Yeah.
he went
Yeah.
out of his way to do the '69 Camaro thing, and it had like all the trimmings. Big, you open the hood, it's all chrome with the yellow
Oh, that's awesome.
wires. It's jacked and juiced. And
Yeah.
he came and picked
Just
me
like
up, and
you.
we went for a rip. And when your buddy picks you up in a car like that to take you for a rip, you're floating around corners and smoke
Oh, yeah.
behind you, and you're and G-forced into the seat.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, oh shit, this is so cool. But what would I do with this? I'm just gonna drive it to the gym. I remember
Yeah.
just thinking that. Okay.
See it. All right.
Okay.
Next one.
Let's see. Oh, Diazide or Lasix? Who's this?
There's a
Diazide all
no-brainer,
day.
right?
That's a no-brainer.
Diazide,
Lasix
yeah.
is too risky now.
Yeah.
Nautilus or Prime? That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Because people. So here's my take on Nautilus. People sleep on Nautilus. I think Nautilus is. People forget Nautilus is a U.S. made strength company. So they're still making their strength stuff in the States.
Yep.
They are the most legacy brand in the entire industry.
Yep.
No one's been around longer. And I like all of their stuff that they currently make. I like the leverage line. I like the pin loaded stuff they make. It works good. It's good quality. I've spoken to some of my friends that have kitted gyms. They'll buy like, I need a new circuit for my gym. So they get a whole new Nautilus, like get that impact circuit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck, everyone loves it. It's good. It's great.
What,
I remember
what's that
one,
chest press? The plates are down low behind
yeah,
you.
that's their leverage line. The leverage line.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. The flat
Yeah.
incline are both real
I
nice.
just don't like the leverage row because the movement doesn't move the way your body does.
It's not.
Okay.
Pulls like away from you.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
that's funny because I know what you do on that row. You get back, right?
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
had to
so-
circumvent it.
The way that I use that row is how I always used to use the flex leverage because it's copied, but I stand up real high on it. Like the pad's actually kind of below my ribs.
So you're pulling in for like the low lat.
Yeah, and I pull down to like my hips with it. I really like it like that, but I know what you're doing on that. But that's also, rows are kind of funny because I got long arms and they're weird. But I like their stuff. They make great stuff. And then when it comes to Prime does certain things really, really well. And then there's other things I don't really care for. I think they're unnecessary. Like the adjustable cam and the strength stuff, it's not needed on every piece. To me, there's a lot of wasted space and a lot of like if I had all those plate loaded machines, those pins only need to be on a few of them.
Yeah.
Most of them people don't care at all about that stuff. It's great stuff though, but I have nothing against Nautilus. I like it a lot.
Is there any line that like you would, if you could only pick one, line of equipment to outfit a gym, right?
It's hard. Well, we're kind of going through that right now because we're talking to all the manufacturers and distributors for the new location of West Coast Iron in Edmonton, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, not everyone doesn't make everything though.
Right.
No one makes everything. Like we're talking a hammer, but I don't want that piece and I don't want that piece.
Right.
And then we're talking to Nautilus, and they're being really great, and I like a lot of their stuff. And then we're looking at Prime stuff. There's this piece, this piece, this piece. Like, it's hard to narrow it down to one, but I mean, Hammer is unquestionably the most durable equipment in the world. Like, if you don't like Hammer, that's fine, but just know that every gym owner out there has to fix shit. They have to maintain shit. There's constant upkeep on some of this equipment. And when you buy something fancy and new that everyone likes on Instagram, and you get it into your gym like we have, and it breaks immediately, you think, what the fuck is going on? That 35-year-old hammer row has never been touched. I've never greased it. I've never lubed it. I've never tightened it. And then I buy this new piece that everyone loves, and its bolts are snapping, welds are breaking, seat things are breaking. You can't adjust the seat after 6 months. Got to order a new thing to go in the seat.
Yep.
I cannot stand that. I think that these equipment manufacturers are just, some of them are just brutal. And when it comes to durability, man, in a gym, especially a gym like ours, it matters so much, because the last thing I want is 5 pieces down. Right? That's one thing you get when you come to our gym, is everything works. If a cable's broken, we get it fixed right away. And so there's a lot of stuff out there. They make a great pull down, but the bolts on everything break, and like it's just it's hard, man. It's hard to get away from Hammer. It's hard to get away from Nautilus. It's hard to get away from Prime. These are all American-made brands. It's you know, I'm still looking for old Cybex stuff, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
You know?
Just describe my entire gym.
Yeah.
We have all of that.
Yeah, you know, and I some of the new stuff's great. Don't get me wrong, it looks good, but I mean, how long has it been out there? Some of these guys have only had it in their gym for a year.
There are pieces of equipment in our gym older than some of the members using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love knowing that. I'm seeing them like, you're 15.
And that was born in 1989.
You know, yeah. I mean, so like on the hammer stuff, Ron, last trip to Arizona, I went to the Golds I used to train at. All of the hammer stuff that was in there in 04 when that gym opened, still there.
Yeah.
Not moved.
Right,
Never
right.
done anything. I trained on it like an asshole for 12 years. It's fine. It's indestructible. But of those two, I lean towards Nautilus, just because, like you said, Ron, they don't make anything that I hate.
Right.
So I could outfit a gym with them and be okay. I would probably not use it all, but they also have pieces that I love. Like, I've tried every variation of a Nautilus Explode pull down.
Yeah, those are cool.
They're not the same. Like,
Right.
they're great. It's fine. But if you put them right next to each other and ask me which one I want, or if they're both in the gym, I will wait for the Explode.
Right. Yeah. So that's another thing that people don't, if you're not paying attention to equipment, that's what's happening. So all of these, the bodybuilding equipment world is transforming. People don't notice what's happening. But all of these small companies that are starting up, not all of them, but there's a whole bunch of companies that are starting up, like Ronnie's Gym Equipment, right? Mm-hmm. Ronnie's tough equipment or whatever. And it's an American company. It'll be called like Hardcore USA. Okay. And their office is in California or wherever, but everything else happens in China.
Yep.
Right? 'Cause it's third party manufactured. So they're ordering their stuff from a manufacturer that makes stuff. So what you can do is you can go to these, they call them OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. You can go to an OEM in China and you can say, okay, what do you guys do? And they're like, well, these are all the blueprints that we have available to everyone. And you're like, I want to make that. That's a copy of the Flex Press. And then I want to make that. That's a copy of the Nautilus Nitro or Explode Pull Down. I want to make that leg press. I want to make that, but I want to put this feature on it. And then I'm going to brand them as mine. And I want round tubing instead of square, so they look a little different.
Right.
And but it's all pre-planned blueprints and everything. It's like pre-ordering. It's like getting sweatshirts printed for your gym.
Yeah.
Huh.
And you're just ordering third-party manufacturer equipment. So then when someone goes to your website and they see, oh, this guy makes a Flex Press, it looks just like the Flex Leverage, and the Nautilus costs $4,000 and this one costs $2,500. So I'm going to get that one. And you order it and you get it, and it's hopefully pretty good and last a long time. But if it breaks, now you're dealing with a warranty through a company that doesn't actually have
Yeah, they
any
can't even fix it.
parts. So then they'll get a part sent to you, but so you're dealing with someone who's a third-party manufactured stuff. So that's one of the things that's happening, and there's a lot of that now. That's why all these copies of old Flex equipment, old Nautilus explodes. Everyone's making a pull down. Everyone's making the seated. Everyone's copying these pieces, and that's where it's all coming from. Is OEMs in China that are doing third-party manufacturing.
That's a huge point about the parts, though. That's huge.
Right. So if you're ordering one piece or something, it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
But we're looking at outfitting an entire gym with like 150 pieces of equipment to start. So you need servicing. You need proper supply chain when you're dealing with the warranties, and you need,
Especially you, because you know what your members are going to be.
right. So
You're going to use the equipment. Yeah.
So it's one thing to buy a piece here and there, like, oh, let's try this out. See how it, that's fine. You can fix it yourself if you have to. But you just have to remember, when you wonder, why didn't my gym bring in this cool piece I want? It's because maybe it's third-party manufactured. They're just waiting to see how that company does. They got to hold off, so there's a lot going on there right now. The American manufacturing is, of course, sort of going by the wayside. Yeah. Not many companies can afford to do it or make it function as a business model anymore. So that's kind of why that's happening.
Hey, just going to throw it out there. One of our biggest fans says that we should talk more about gym equipment, that we're totally sleeping on how good those topics would be, because, especially with all of our experience, and Ron, with your experience as a gym owner and your depth of knowledge, that we probably should get into that more. There's a lot of good stuff in there. That's what,
cool.
Her name's Victoria, by the way. Shout out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
She's primarily a fan of me. Got it.
Yeah, but she might not be that smart, right? She might not.
Yeah,
really
probably
be
doesn't
worth
know
listening
much.
to. Yeah.
What would she know about bodybuilding?
Yeah. This guy here says, Ron, I'm all about the Sorinex. Yeah. Sorinex is great. That's a USA manufactured as well. They really dominate the college, the whole college university thing.
Yeah,
they go to a lot of college weight rooms, and they'll have the row of Sorinex racks and the row of Sorinex benches. They really kill it there. Yeah.
I got to send you guys the video. FSU just redid their football area again, their gym, and they just did the other one 2 or 3 years ago, and then they decided they wanted the football team to have their own, so they did it again. And when you just see the space, I'm going down there next year for a game, so I can train in there, and then I'll go to the game too.
Right. Yeah, go check it out.
It's incredible.
Those colleges too. A lot of times what happens when you order equipment is, I don't want to give away any secrets, but let's say you want to buy a leg press off hammer, and you talk to your local rep. He'll send you a quote, and the quote will say, $11,000 or $10,000 for the leg press, but then discount, and then your price will be I'm just making numbers up, $7,500. And you think, oh, I'm getting a $2,500 discount. You're automatically getting that discount because you're a private gym, and they know you're not going to pay $10,000 for a leg press.
Yeah.
So they give it to you for $75,000, but the government, the city-owned rec center, and the public and the privately funded university, they don't ask for deals. They don't know what they're doing. They just say, build me a gym, and they go $10,000 for the leg press, and they sign the check. They have no idea.
I have $1.5 million. Spend it for me.
So those are the prices that government funded, city funded, and universities pay.
Oh, you are so correct about Georgia's football gym. Anybody who plays ball in Georgia, when they go to the NFL, it's going to be a drop down. They have the most insane gym you will ever see.
And that's the Bulldogs?
Yeah. Obscene.
That's cool.
Go Dogs. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, that's just something I noticed. That's how I think the world works.
Agreed.
Okay.
What else we got?
Coffee or energy drink?
Oh.
You have to cut one out forever.
Oh, if I'm cutting out forever, I'm cutting out energy drinks. Because my espresso, I'm back to espresso pre-workout.
Oh,
Give me 4 shots and I'm on my way.
I would have to have my coffee in the morning. It's first of all, I have a wife who makes coffee every morning, so it's made when I get up, which is beautiful.
ding.
I wake up to a house that smells like coffee. It's amazing every day. And she can't live without it, so it's going to get made. So all I got to do is wait. If I wake up and it doesn't smell like coffee, I just stay in bed till it does. So it's perfect.
That's your official alarm. Is the smell.
Hey, it's not time to get up yet, right? I'll just
If it
stay in
was
bed.
time, it would smell like coffee.
Of course, there's a series of events that occur before I get up, and one of them is that smell. So I would have to have that. It's like a morning ritual. It bonds us. If I didn't share coffee with her in the morning, she'd be all by herself out there in coffee world.
She wouldn't have any coffee.
No, it would change the
What?
dynamics of our relationship.
Can you still do pre-workout? Is the question though.
That's not an energy drink. Totally different.
Okay.
Energy drink comes in a can.
So this is how much of a connoisseur I am. I would just wait till 3 in the afternoon, and I would just pick up the coffee pot, and I would swirl what was left, and I would dump it in a cup and slam it cold and go, let's go train.
There's grounds in
It's
your
funny.
teeth.
I trained
Good
yesterday.
shit.
I had a guy that had never trained with me yesterday, and I had my coffee with me, and he goes, "Going old school." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I respect that."
Raw dog in it.
Yeah. So I got to tell you guys, I was like shocked this morning. I had a client compete over the weekend, and he sent me a gift. I didn't expect this to show up, and he sends me a picture in WhatsApp this morning of a box on my porch, and he's like, "Hey, is this your house? Just making sure." I was like, "Yeah, it's already delivered." So I go out there. There's this massive freaking box on the porch, and I bring it in. It's like a fancy espresso machine.
Damn.
Fancy espresso machine. I'll show you guys I made.
wanna see
So
this.
I'm all hyped up on coffee right now. Like this. Wait, hold on. Wanna
Move it over a
Get
little.
closer.
Oh, yeah. A little closer.
Yeah,
a little closer.
I can't get the light on.
I
I'll have to
got
put it in
Oh,
post
it's
production.
moving.
Put it in
I'll have to put it
post.
in
Oh, yeah,
post production.
I didn't know it was a video.
But it's let's see, maybe I have
So does
a
he
still picture here.
expect to come over?
If I give you that, I'm coming over soon for sure.
Yeah, it's I can't get the lighting right because I have everything all fixed here, but it's like a fancy freaking
Right.
How long did it
computerized-
take you to
Like,
Like
figure
there's
it
a
out?
computer on there to give you like a demo on how to make a latte and
You
stuff
could
like that.
open a
This
little
thing is-
store.
You literally could. You could.
Start charging people.
He loves his coffee. He has the same machine. Shout out to Bill, by the way. He looked
Thanks,
fantastic.
Bill.
I
I
could
showed
see
you guys
Scott.
a picture of him.
I
Over
saw
the
I
Bill.
video.
see
Yeah, he was
Scott in the
great.
summertime, and he could run an extension cord out and have a little coffee and this like lemonade stand for kids, and he could just make all the passersby in his neighborhood.
Yeah, make a little
him
money.
up.
We get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
camera out there. I'll set up my podcast to do it all at the
Supply and
same
demand.
time.
Change my mind and have a coffee.
Yeah. But he took
Change
this-
my
so-
mind on guns. You could sit there with your open carry.
Yeah. he has the same machine. He went to an Airbnb for the show. He was like, "Dude, you're gonna think I'm nuts." He sent me a
Yeah,
picture. He's like,
I
I brought
do.
my coffee machine with me.
Yeah, he's
Because
crazy.
he wanted his own coffee.
Crazy in the best way possible, Bill.
That's like
I
a move
love
Dusty
this.
would do. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I bring my fan everywhere. My fan's been to Germany, Australia, Dubai. Little $12 Walmart specials been everywhere.
You got to do like Jay and get them to keep your fan for you.
Hey, I'm gonna come back next year.
I'm going to come
You
back
might-
next year. Can you just put this in the staff room or something? Yeah, sure, Mr. Cutler. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Or you could just send someone else to get you one like you did this year.
Yeah, it's a $100 Walmart fan, you know? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
man.
This is East Coast or West Coast. Is that a rap thing?
No, this is just you're gonna live on one side of the country or the other.
Well, I'm already on the West Coast, and I like the West Coast. And in Canada, the East Coast would mean like Halifax or something. And then you're getting a lot more Canadian winter. If you're on the East Coast,
Yeah.
you get Canadian winter. You get a hurricane warning. You might get a hurricane. You get like ice storms. You get, that sort of shit. You live on the West Coast, you get
Rain.
crime, gang warfare,
all these great
communism, failing health care.
I thought you guys had that everywhere.
Yeah, well, it is. It's especially good in BC, though. It fails
Oh.
especially hard. It's very strong. Very strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the States, I am a converted East Coast guy.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is for the same reason you just listed. Like,
Well, you were a Scottsdale douche.
yeah, but I loved that. But then I was also
I loved it. I loved it too.
But then I got to spend so much time in LA.
You
Then
died.
we went back to LA, Scott, the last time.
Yeah.
And when I say the last time, I'm not saying it's the last time Mutant went, it's the last time I went. I was
Okay.
like, never again.
Yeah,
I don't ever want to come to California again. I'm
Failed
out.
state.
So, yeah, East Coast for sure. I just feel safer knowing that everyone's armed.
Every once in a while, every once in a while, I wouldn't want him back.
Wouldn't convert, but
I wouldn't convert, but the pre-death Dusty, the different Dusty, the other Dusty that we knew. Every once in a while, I remember how he used to have like 3 gym memberships so he could like meet MILFs. And
there
he used
was
to
the
have-
cardio gym.
He had the cardio gym, right? And he had like the back day gym, which he said was for the back pieces. And then he had the leg day gym, which again was apparently for the leg day pieces. But I saw through the charade. I know how much driving he was doing. And now
In
he
my
has-
douchey car also back then.
And now this new Dusty, it's like we're talking about an old era. It's
Different human being.
different human being. Okay.
Old being the key word.
I'm gonna have to go with Tupac.
You sticking on the way?
That's my answer.
Yeah,
I would take
as well.
Tupac versus Biggie. for
I mean, I like
sure.
Biggie. Don't get me wrong, and I liked his style a lot. But I'm gonna have to take a side. I'm gonna go with Tupac.
So you're not even gonna let Eminem give you a little push over there?
If I had to pick between the 3, I mean, well, he's the only one still around, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But he really wasn't part of that feud.
No,
I don't think.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge rap guy, but I have some friends that are very, very big into like real rap and they know everything.
Yeah.
And I love all the stories about like you'll get those YouTube shorts and Instagram reels about the brothers in the rap game giving props to Eminem
Yeah.
and
Yeah, oh, yeah.
how like none of them ever don't give him props. Like they say crazy shit about him.
Yeah.
They're like these, the most hardcore guys, and they're like, he's the best.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This
Not
was
much of an
not even
argument there.
like none of them. I haven't seen a single interview where they're like, nah. Like they're all like, oh yeah, he's the best. He's better than
You
all
guys
of us.
don't even know. I don't know
Like
what it was
that.
like in other places, but understand like where I'm from is
Yeah, you're from
not
the-
too
the
far
epicenter
from.
of that shit.
Yeah, I'm not too far from where he's from, and there was literally at the time that he got real popular,
Slim Shady.
every little thug started dyeing their hair blonde. Every
Absolutely.
freaking thug who's like walking up to the gas station had blonde hair, and his buddy
Yep.
next to him had blonde hair. Every single one of them, they all were like mimicking that, and they all started like rapping with the same style and having that like that same attitude. Like that, it was truly
No.
a movement.
Yeah.
That video for Slim Shady where there's all the
the
clones.
best.
Yeah.
That was such what's it when something a premonition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it made it even worse. Like that video came out and then everyone like I saw like white t-shirt, jeans, blonde hair at the mall.
Oh yeah,
Hundreds
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
And this is in Western Canada. I'm like, God.
So
Yeah.
imagine here we had that. We have ICP. So there's also that happening at the same time here.
There's nothing like a juggalo.
And then we have what's his name? The
Kid Rock?
Kid Rock. Thank you. So we like
Yes.
kind of have a blend of all of that, all just kind of swirling around. It's
So
all at the same
just
time.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, just that. So you have Black Detroit, and then that's White Detroit to me. So white to me, when you say White Detroit, I'm like Kid Rock, Eminem, Insane Clown Posse, like no
said a lot.
normality at all.
You said a lot.
Yeah, it said a lot.
I forgot about Insane Clown Posse. What a great one.
Oh yeah,
What a gem. Look that up, kids. Trust me.
yeah. Juggalos. Oh man.
There's something else. They're popular around here too. I knew a girl who worked at a record store, and when they would, so back in the day, when they would have concerts, they would sell tickets in person, and you would get in line at the record store.
The worst.
Speaking of which, I guess it would be like a music store, excuse me, not a record store.
Yeah.
And when the Juggalos would come there, when ICP would play, like they weren't even allowed to come in the store because they would destroy it and steal everything during that time when like the record, or the tickets were about to be released. They had like banned it.
It's the funny thing to me is how the U.S. government technically considers Juggalos a gang.
Yeah.
They're a criminal. They're an organization. They're like a criminal organization on the U.S. government's list.
Isn't that wild?
Because of some incidents that happened with Juggalos.
Yeah.
But can you imagine being afraid of Juggalos? Like, come on.
Depends
Depends
what time it depends. Like if I'm in the 7-Eleven parking lot at 11 at
right
night,
right. And then
What are
Scott's
you
like,
doing
no,
out at
no,
11 at night?
no,
Scott?
the
No,
Detroit
it was theoretical.
Juggalos. The Detroit
different.
Juggalos are the real ones. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else we got on the list? I can't believe we talked about Juggalos.
We never know where this is going.
No,
We got to do this one. Arnold or the Olympia?
As just a whole.
The whole thing.
You guys know my answer.
Yep.
That's funny. It used to be the Olympia every time because it was easy, fun, simple, one little flight, warmer, all that stuff. But this year, I just thought Vegas is unlivable now.
Yeah.
And I was irritated. Like, it was irritated by how expensive everything was. I was irritated by $50 egg whites and toast. I was like, fuck you guys. And I didn't mind that little. I was like, when I go to the Arnold, I go to breakfast and I eat, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm gonna sign the bill. Like, I don't give a shit. It's regular prices. You're in a normal city where normal people live.
Ohio prices.
And it just, I don't know. It's just something about Vegas is weird to me now. I just had a weird vibe last time. We had a great time and everything, but I would almost always say the Olympia because it's Vegas. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But now Vegas is a crutch instead of a strength. I
Right.
agree. Ron knows, Scott. I don't really, things like that, I don't even think about. When I order food off of a menu, I don't look, I don't care. Whatever the bill is, it's fine.
Yeah.
Ron, I, and Nikki had lunch at the expo in the little thing in the front.
Yeah.
We got 5 crappy chicken and rice meals. And it was my turn to pick up the bill. It was $136.
Do you
And I
guys
looked
remember
at
we
Ron
went out
and
to
I'm
lunch?
like, what?
They had those burgers that were under a heat lamp. Do you remember
Yeah.
those, Ron? I
Yeah.
pointed. It was like 2 for $50.
Yeah.
So what?
The worst burger you've ever tasted, guaranteed food poisoning, 2 for $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, and $5 for a Diet Pepsi. And
Yeah. And that was everywhere.
$9 for a sugar-free Red Bull at the hotel. $9.
It was $9 for a bottle of water at the hotel too.
I'm like, that stuff. And like I said, there's a point where people with money still get irritated because you're ripping them off.
Yeah.
So like when you have a friend who's worth $10 million and he says, fuck, everything here's a ripoff, eh?
Yeah.
You think, holy shit. This guy's like, I got a friend who's loaded, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, Vegas was fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. I don't want to go there anymore. And I'm like, you're loaded, dude. Like loaded.
Yeah.
Like,
But a
you
bottle
sleep
of
at
water
night
is
and
still
make-
not $9.
Yeah, like he goes to sleep at night and makes, $30,000 every night. But he's like, this is unreasonably expensive.
Yeah.
It's not. This
That's
is
why I
stupid.
laugh, because they're like, why is Vegas dying? I'm like,
They're
I
killing
can tell you
themselves.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. So I'm going to go a complete agreement on that. Plus, I felt like the Olympia was dead. The Arnold was slammed, like the actual expo.
Yeah.
The Olympia this year, I was like, and I think if they leave it there, which I guess they're going to next year, it's going to be even slower.
They're going to have to move it.
Yeah,
I thought they were
at some
going
point they're
to.
going to have to. I think they're stuck there for a little longer, but I think
Okay.
they're going to end up going central. It's going to end up like Dallas or something.
I think Texas will probably wind up because they're already a big bodybuilding hub there. They can move it to Dallas easy.
Yep. A lot of hotels, a lot of
Convention
places
centers,
to eat. Yeah.
lots of places to go. Big, who doesn't want to go to Dallas? Is a great city. I mean,
Yeah.
Got
I've always
everything.
loved the Arnold. Has always been my favorite, and
Yeah.
it's just that I like the small town feel of being in the Midwest. And I, on a personal level, I don't know if it's because I'm closer, but I always get it blows me away every time I've been there, the level of interaction that I've gotten with listeners and stuff.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
feel like a freaking celebrity or something when I go to the Arnold versus the Olympia. There's a lot of cool people that we always get to meet, but to me, it's not as, the energy's not the same. And the energy just overall, I feel like you take the Arnold and you pack everybody into that one building. It's a big building, but you pack everybody in there for all these different sports, and it's just like, God, there's nothing. It's such a unique experience versus Vegas. You're kind of in there and it's bodybuilding, but then when you step back out, it's like, it's Vegas again.
Right.
Versus like everything right downtown is all bodybuilding for the entire weekend. It's just so concentrated right there in that little spot. I think it's pretty cool. And nobody's gonna go off to see a show. There's nothing else to do, so they're right there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And you come off the plane and there's like, I remember one time I got off the airport and they'd coming down the escalator, huge Ronnie Coleman, like 25-foot high Ronnie Coleman in the airport, and you're like, oh damn, the whole city's on board. All the taxis and buses have Arnold Classic written on them, and it's like you can't get away from it.
Agreed.
And I feel like when you see like a big bodybuilder that, like when you go to the Olympia, you expect to see crazy things. So like when you go to Vegas in general, you expect to see crazy things across the board. And when you go to Columbus, Ohio, and you see some of the best bodybuilders, it just feels more special. It feels more real to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it impacts the whole city too. I mean, they're very glad to have that event there.
Yeah.
So agreed. Well, I think that's a good tie-off point. What do you guys think?
I could go there. That's good.
Cool.
Hey, we had fun. We had a good time, gentlemen.
Yes. Great work, Nikki.
Yeah. Everyone's got a little homework to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, it's the bitches that'll get yous. Hey,
I cannot wait to hang up just to listen to the whole song.
it's wise words, Dusty. We've all warned our younger friends. Be careful.
I was warned many times and ignored it.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Remember, everybody.
Make sure to subscribe.
The hype button.
This is first
Do you
time.
guys know about the hype button?
Like, share, subscribe, comment, hype button, and
Ring the bell.
there
Wow.
you go.
Felt like Travis Barker with one arm there.
Yeah, you're just waiting for the there you go. Yeah, no. And of course, IamMutant.com. Go to IamMutant.com, avoid people, save money, get stuff delivered right to your door. And save money, did I mention that?
Yes.
And so you can afford to go to the Arnold or the Olympia. Put it in your fund.
It won't save you enough to go to the Olympia. I'll see you guys
No, you won't make it. Yeah. And remember, Dusty and Big Ron are the code. So get in there, get your hardcore ISO, get your big greens, get your Mind FK, and everyone should get on the gear. Get that gear in you, especially while you're training.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Remember, everyone, thanks on the live chat, by the way.
Yes.
And we appreciate you guys tuning in. And remember, it's just bodybuilding.
Beautiful. 5-minute crew. Love it.
See you guys.
Hey, thank you.